I also value being invited as an employer to speak first. Your Excellency, when you see that happening, normally you know there's danger lurking ahead. But I think today we are on safe ground. The Federation of Kenya Employers believes that the issue of conflicts in our continent is of vital importance because it affects the creation of employment and the attraction of investments. From the onset, I would like to note that at the tripartite level, that is between COTU, through the able leadership of my brother Francis Atwoli, and through the Ministry of Labour, we are already on this path. We resolve a lot of our issues through dialogue. Your Excellency, it is good to note that new and courageous forms of democratic governance are sweeping across Africa. By encouraging political pluralism, free and open elections, civilian control of the military, a thriving private sector, and the protection of labor rights and other civil rights, we believe that Africa's leaders are bringing new hope and opportunities to our people. In this path, Your Excellency, we all deeply appreciate your able leadership, which has enabled us to be in an atmosphere of peaceful dialogue and restoration of hope to Kenyans. This has come through the promulgation of the new constitution and the ushering in of the Second Republic, which we all did in style. Your Excellency, for a long time, Kenyans have only been reading about conflicts and wars in Africa. We did not realize that this could come so near to us. As much as few nations like Kenya have been fortunate to be able to solve their problems as they arise, we need to know that conflicts in any neighboring country will result in countless problems ranging from influx of refugees, human trafficking, and insecurity. Such conflicts have never been good for any form of investment, and we as employers are happy that the region is coming together to discuss ways of eradicating this problem. Ladies and gentlemen, though most of us would like to operate in a conflict-free environment, this may not be achieved in this life because it has been like that since the time of Adam in the Garden of Eden, followed soon by their children, Cain and Abel, and it has followed us down the ages. Conflicts can come from individuals, within families, within political parties, and we're seeing a lot of that, within employers' organizations, trade unions, in countries, from opinion shapers, and also through governance systems. I believe that values from within provide the checks and balances that can contain emergence of conflicts, and that will allow constituent members of an entity to disagree but still move towards common goals. As employers, we regularly engage unions and workers in collective bargaining agreement negotiations and conflict resolution mechanisms. But the glue that keeps us together is the development of productivity indices for various sectors of our economy. Your Excellency, employers and trade unions cannot do it alone. We need the government to help in the development of reliable indices for us to use to be able to spur economic growth in the various sectors. This is a conflict management tool, I believe, as well as the workplace, because it binds workers and employers together. So we need to find innovative ways of resolving workplace conflicts. We have had the opportunity as a National Labour Board to go and study good examples in South Africa, and soon we'll be going to Denmark. And we found that the way that South Africa has managed this is to have what is called alternative dispute resolution mechanisms that then removes it from the legal system and enables parties to be reconciled through an independent process outside the court. Your Excellency, the other area that employers would wish to highlight that could be a possible source of conflict are the new labor laws that we passed as a country. They are largely good laws, but there are areas that we as social partners, certainly for employers, there are areas that we believe need to be looked at. We are therefore in the hands of the judicial system, and we would like the courts to look at this in a speedy way for us to be able to implement these laws well so that it can support the development of our economy. One challenge that this country faces is to ensure that our legal and regulatory system does not make this country uncompetitive, especially as we open up the region. My appeal to my brothers in the trade union movement are that these rights must be exercised responsibly so that we maintain peace at workplaces, to ensure economic growth in our continent, and to create jobs for our people. I know there's a lot of excitement about the right to strike. I suspect my brother Francis will be talking about it and saying that we have the right to strike and it's unfettered, and that employers must pay you now even when you're on strike because it is in the Constitution.